The last question I want to ask you on this topic is, once again, you said that he was a good Christian. Okay, what is one good Christian thing that he's done since the start of his second term?
Um, well, I guess, Christians believe that it's not okay to, I know that this might be kind of, I don't know if controversial is the right word, but like as a woman, abortion is murder, and Christians believe that abortion is murder, and, he's trying to make it illegal.
Well, it's funny because, I mean, even this isn't something that he's done since the start of his second term. He hasn't passed for any federal policy to ban abortion. But I mean, so like not only is that like not an answer to my question, but we could talk about that too. Do you think abortion should be illegal,
I do.
even in circumstances of rape?
Yeah.
Wow, why?
Because, like, you know, just because you were raped, like taking that out on, your baby, like obviously did not have no control over that. And there's been a lot of like people that I've heard of who like did have their rapist baby and like it
Yeah.
was a blessing to them. And, like it's your baby won't always turn out to be exactly or your baby won't turn out to be like your rapist, I guess.
Yeah, have you heard about all the women who've been raped, impregnated, and forced to have that child because of their legislation that then went on to kill themselves? Do you talk about them at all? Or just like, I don't know, like the 2% of rape victims that were impregnated gave birth to the child and raised them as their own and said that it was a blessing at the end of the day? Yeah, because I'm not like denying that women like that exist. I'm just saying that they account for the minority. It seems like the majority of cases definitely yield an alternative outcome. But here's my position. I think that victims of rape should be able to access abortion because they just don't have an obligation to care for the needs of the fetus. Who's that fetus to them? I mean, A, they didn't place that fetus in a state of dependency upon their bodily resources. They were raped. The rapist did. Now they just have this third party, like a multicellular organism dependent upon their bodily resources to live. Why should they have to give that fetus their bodily resources? And if your response is, well, if they didn't, the fetus would die. So you think that you should be forced to give your resources to other people to prevent them from dying? Okay, well then why don't you turn around and donate the entirety of your bank account to charities who provide clean water and food to those in need? Because guess what? Maybe if you don't, an extra person or two will be dead from thirst or starvation.
Okay. Yeah, and sorry, I do just want to tell you right now, I promise I'm not like running away. I'll probably come back a little later, but I have to go to work right now. So, um, I do have to go, but like I
Okay.
said, is it okay if I come back later even?
Yeah, you could come back.
All
Take
right,
care.
sounds good. You too.
Take care. All right, folks. Well, it took us 30 minutes to get our first debate, and that debate lasted 10 minutes. So we are definitely on one today. Oh, my, my. Listen, we have quite a few more people in here right now than we did earlier. I want to go to repeat myself. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers watching. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers watching. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. Show some love to all the mothers in the chat. Can we get some W moms down below while we spend another 30 minutes looking for the next debate? Can we get some W moms down below? I'd really appreciate the hell out of you guys for that. W moms in that chat. W moms in that chat. Hey, also over on Super Chat, Elena, thank you so much for the $50. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious, Elena. That is so much money. That is insane. Thank you so much for your generosity today. Oh my goodness. Elena with the $50 says, I aspire to have your level of patience, Dean, not only having to talk to each of these people for hours each day, but often spending a big chunk of time just kicking trolls. I would truthfully go insane. No,
Hello.
I used to go insane, but I've been able to control the cortisol spikes. Elena, thank you for the $50. That is a shit ton of money, and I'm beyond grateful for you. Please, for all the viewers of the live stream, while you're showing some love to the moms, also show some love to Elena for the 50. Welcome, Indie Sport Trump Central Clips 2025.
Yes, I do.
Okay, and what year were you born in?
2006.
And how old does that make you?
I'm 19.
Okay, man. I'm going to go ahead and just take one other moment to catch up on Venmo and PayPal. Thank a couple of people. Then the mic and the floor will be yours. Kara, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. Good to see you today. Z, thank you so much for the $25. Who says, go get your mom some flowers. I'm going to be taking her out to dinner later. I'll make sure I get her some flowers too. That is so very kind of you. Thank you, Z. I want to see 250 ZWs down below in that chat. You are awesome, man. You are awesome, Z. Jose, thank you for the $52 donation. My God, y'all are being so kind today. We've only been live for 42 minutes with a 10-minute debate under our belt, and y'all are showing up and showing out. Thank you for supporting me in the stream, brother. Jose with the $52 donation says, for Dean, as one raised in a Catholic faith, I honestly believe MAGA are heretics. They pray before a golden statue, and their pastors tell their flock Trump is anointed, which in Greek is Christ. MAGA is diabolical. No, I absolutely do think that there's a large portion of MAGA that is absolutely heretical in so many senses. If not heretical because of their idealistic type worship of Trump, definitely heretical for their misteachings about the scripture of God, okay? I mean, like, the GOP and the MAGA movement have totally captured the Christian scripture and just simply turned it into something it's not. I appreciate you for the $52. Fasi, thank you for the $13 on Venmo saying, would you ever debate Michael Knowles? I absolutely would. And Kamoni, thank you so much for the $40 donation. That is Kymoni. Kamoni, you know I love you. It's so good to see you. Thank you for the $40. Let's get 400 Kamoni W's in that chat. Kamani with the 40 says, hey Dean, haven't been able to donate in a while, but just always happy tuning in. Happy Mother's Day to your mom. Happy Mother's Day to you. I know that you're a mother of some children. Happy Mother's Day to you, Kamani. Thank you so very much for the $40. Same thing to you, Ashley. Thank you for the $20. I appreciate you so much for that love. And happy Mother's Day, to you and your family. And I understand how hard that could be. Thank you so much for the $20, Ashley. And then Colin, thank you so much for the $10. Eliza, thank you for the $15. Says, love you, keep up the incredible work. Thank you, Eliza. Huge shout out to you. I appreciate you for the $15. We also have a couple people to thank over on PayPal, but I'm going to go and pass the mic to the guest to go ahead and take it away to tell us why they support Trump. And I will thank you guys in the middle of the debate. Go ahead, take it away.
Okay, so I just wanted to know, who do you support more, illegals or Americans?
I think I support the Satanists illegals more because I'm a Marxist communist. Because I'm a Marxist communist, blue-haired, leftist, socialist, fascist.
But did you know that there's 433,000 minors who was raped by illegals?
You said 400,000?
433,000 from 2024 to 2026.
Okay, yeah, that's some bullshit, bro. You got a source for that?
Yes, you can look it up right now if you want to.
Perfect. Yeah, give me a source. I mean, that just simply doesn't compute. The reason why I say that is because the American Immigration Institute would estimate that there's around 13 million undocumented immigrants in the country. PNAS and FBI crime stats would estimate around 1% of undocumented immigrants have committed a violent crime. So, like, 1% of 13 million is what? Is 130,000. So around 130,000 undocumented immigrants that are in this country have committed at least one violent crime in their life. If we were to like isolate that down to a singular year, not a lifespan, that'd be what, like closer to maybe a couple thousand, if even, from 2024 until 2025. And that's like all violent crime, which isn't just like rape, but also murder, abuse, assault, battery, and about 1 billion other things. So there may be like a couple hundred, if even, people that were raped by undocumented immigrants, and out of those that are minors might be half.
Believe that a lady raped a rich person.
I just don't think that there could ever possibly be 450,000 minors that were raped by undocumented immigrants in a year.
Can I speak or no?
Well, yeah, I was just doing the math for you. That was a nuanced argument that took a while to get through.
Well, there's still 15,000 just from 2024. What wasn't even charged for it. Plus, like almost 20-something thousand in 2024 by itself of illegals, by the way, just illegals.
What happened to your claim that there was 430,000?
I said through 2024 to 2026. It adds up.
So can I get a source for that?
If you do your research on it, you'll see that. I don't have to give you a source. If you do your research on it, you'll see it. But
so you actually do have to give me a source.
I also seen a video of Congress. I think it was in Congress. Let me finish, please. Let me finish.
Can you just give me the source first?
It was in Congress, and that Donald Trump asked the whole entire room to stand up if they supported Americans more than illegals, and guess who stood up? Only the Republicans. No Democrats have stood up for Americans.
Okay. Yeah, I'll happily address that after you give me your source. You said that you were going to.
Look it up. It was literally live. I seen it live.
So I'm not talking about.
I really just don't believe anything what Democrats have to say because wasn't Democrats on the Epstein files too, or am I mistaken?